Hey guys, it's Chris, and today I'm going to share with you my recipe called Garam Masala Cauliflower Skillet. Stick around. So today I'm going to share an easy one skillet dish that has a lot of flavors going on, and it's super easy. I like to have some recipes that are really quick and easy to put together so that on nights that you don't feel like cooking or prepping, you have some easy options to go to. Today's meal is going to be a complete skillet, and it's going to be two parts. First, we're going to cook up some ground beef that's going to have the garam masala flavor in it with some garlic and some tomato paste. There's also going to be salt in there. We are then going to take that out of the skillet and make room for our vegetable base, which is going to be cauliflower. I have one head of cauliflower and I just have it broken up into, I'd say they're large bite-sized pieces. And we're going to also use some snow peas and some seasonings. I have cayenne and cumin. And we're going to toss that up in a little bit of ghee. You could use butter or olive oil as well. So let's get the skillet going and start cooking. So here I have some grass-fed beef. I try to use grass-fed when possible, when it's priced appropriately. I know it's not always available, and even if it is, sometimes it can be really expensive. So depending on where I get it, that will determine on if I get the grass-fed or conventional. But this I got, actually I've been finding grass-fed really well priced at Walmart lately. This is 93% lean, and Walmart sells it for like $5.97 a pound, which I think that's pretty fair. So I picked up some of that, and if you don't have 93% lean, you can use 85%, but I try to use as lean as possible. Even if I am trying to have like more fat in my day, I'd rather have that fat from a healthy source of fat versus an animal fat. So whatever you got, use it and don't overthink it. So we're gonna get this into the pan and you're just gonna break it up and we're gonna get it nice and brown. And it won't take long, so hang tight, and then once it's all brown, we'll add in our flavorings. Our meat is browned through. I'm gonna now add in our seasonings. I'm gonna start with the tomato paste and just put it right in the middle. I'm gonna put it directly on the pan just to wake it up a little bit. And then also in with the spices, which again is garam masala. That is the majority of the spices that are going into this dish overall. Plus there's garlic powder and salt in here. We're gonna get that nice and toasty and cook that for a couple minutes into the beef, work it all together. Garam masala is a very popular spice used in Indian cuisine. So this particular brand uses coriander, black pepper, cumin, cardamom, and cinnamon. So you get a lot of savory and sweet all in one, and I love it. This is one of the few blended spices that I get. Otherwise, I typically buy individual spices and mix them myself, but this is a good one that I like, and it's very popular in a lot of curry dishes. Our beef is ready, so we're gonna take that out, and I'm actually gonna transfer it into a Tupperware. If you're gonna be cooking this ahead of time or cooking like double or triple the batch, which I definitely recommend doing, because 1 pound of beef does not go very far for let alone one person, but especially if you're sharing this with your spouse or partner or children or whatever. If you have multiple people eating, definitely make like double or triple the amount of this recipe. But I'm gonna put it in here. This is a skillet meal, however, it's deconstructed while I'm serving it because I think it presents a little bit prettier. So I'm putting it straight into the Tupperware that I would be storing it in to save on dishes. If you're looking for just a unique protein recipe, you can just make this and stop there and have a nice ground beef protein prepped in your fridge to eat. Most of my recipes are protein focused, which means it will be something just like this without any carbs or vegetables so that you can pair it the way that you want to eat it. I find that recipes this way offer you a lot of flexibility, and it allows you to cater towards your specific likings. So in this case, I am going to use the cauliflower because I think it will go really well with this, and I have cauliflower to use up. But keep that in mind as you're perusing my website, which has a lot of recipes, that it is intended for you to add your own sides to on a lot of the recipes. Because protein is the #1 macro that most people really underconsume by far, especially if they're trying to change their body composition, which means if you're looking to lose fat and keep muscle, you definitely want to keep your protein intake at a certain point. So now our pan is empty. I'm just going to put this aside. We're going to use the same pan. Don't worry about cleaning it out or anything like that. Just put it right back over the heat. And in with your ghee. Ghee is a clarified butter, and it has a higher smoke point. So we're going to let that melt. And then we're going to go straight in with our cauliflower. Because your pan should be pretty hot still, so it won't take long to get back up to that point. Just put it straight in the pan. And we're gonna let that cook up probably for about 5 minutes. The cauliflower, I stirred it up really well to get all of that ghee evenly distributed, and it does a really nice job of picking up some of the flavor that was left in the pan from the beef. But since cauliflower can be pretty dense, I am gonna put just a touch of water in there to help steam it along. And I don't have a lid in the van for our pans, so I'm just gonna use another pan to dome it, keep some of that heat in, and try to cook some of this cauliflower through quicker. So the only drawback of this approach is I'm dirtying another pan, but you'd be dirtying a lid if you had a lid, so it kind of evens itself out. But this will help get it going quicker. Next, we're going to add in the spices and then the peas, and then cover it again and let it cook for a couple more minutes together. And a reminder on these spices, it's salt, cumin, and cayenne. If you don't like spicy, leave out the cayenne. If you really like it hot, add more to your liking. And you can get the full principal recipe on my blog, ireneironfitness.com. I am going to add a touch more water to help steam all of this together. Ooh, cayenne is spicy, but it looks good. And adding that water in, not only do you help it cook and steam up without adding extra oil or fat, but it also helps pick up a lot of those spices off the pan. It's called deglazing the pan. And these pea pods are pretty thin, so you don't need much cook time on those. Erin and I really like our vegetables crispy, so we like it closer to raw versus overcooked. The vegetables are now done, and I'm going to put these on a plate for serving. And this is a really beautiful side dish if you're looking for a side dish. What I really like about the combination of this cauliflower with the pea pods and the beef is because they have different seasonings on them, they really do complement each other, and they go together. So it also allows some flexibility in your family if some people pick and choose what they want to eat. So for me, I really think that it goes great together. But if you have somebody that doesn't like cauliflower, no big deal. You can eat it, they can skip it, and they can just have the beef. So that's it. I'm gonna plate up a meal for myself right now. The rest is gonna be in the fridge for leftovers, and it only took 20 minutes to cook all this. So remember, if I can do all this in my little van while boondocking, you can certainly cook in your house or your big RV or whatever it is that you're in, as long as you have a refrigerator and a stovetop and a skillet. And always remember that you have the control to eat healthy. You just need to plan ahead and, find some things that you like and use some recipes and get some variety to keep it exciting. Let me know if there's something special you want to see, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.